Alright, welcome back to the channel. Let's go over what craziness just happened. So, looking at Bitcoin on the 4 hour. 4 hour, we're a little overextended as you can see, because let's face it, shorts get wrecked today. Shorts got absolutely wrecked, and they're still getting wrecked. Kind of rough, kind of rough. But, you know, we were looking at this falling channel that we were sitting in. We just broke out of it. We didn't even try back testing. We didn't do anything. We also had a cup and handle down here formed. So measured move out of the cup and handle, oddly enough, wasn't that much. But apparently it was enough to get things started. Because what that did is we actually broke out of our downward channel. And then we actually broke above resistance on top of that. And a crazier thing, are we finding resistance at the top of this? Not even hitting it yet. So that's my mark for where we're probably going to get to. Get to the top of this up here, probably around 25.3, if we can break 25. So that's what I think Bitcoin is doing. We gotta cool off at least a little bit. I mean, because if we look at the daily candle, we haven't seen a daily candle like that in Bitcoin in it seems like a century or a millennia. It's been a long time. But us breaking above this level is actually really important. Next level of interest that we're looking for is right over here. This bad boy right here. 28,600. That is the target we're looking at next. So let's go ahead and turn that red because I think that will be pretty decent form of resistance. And then after that, we're getting into the wicks down here and whatnot. So I would say about 32k, maybe a nice round number, 30,000. But Bitcoin right now doing something really good. If we can hang out above this level for a period of time, meaning like 1-2 days, then we're sitting pretty good on Bitcoin. And then I would expect as Bitcoin consolidates, we should end up seeing some of the love come down to the altcoins. If anybody noticed, the altcoins they severely underperformed today for the most part. So now what we have to look at is what altcoins are about to start running. And I'm not talking like, oh, it might go up a little bit. I'm talking about running, like in a good way. So let's drop down to the 4 hour time frame so we can get an idea of what's not completely overbought, like Bitcoin. So let's find out. We're going to start off with Matic. Matic's doing something really nice. It's getting into that overbought territory, and you possibly could see a test of that $1.73 level. Matic looking pretty darn solid, breaking back into its rising channel. So you would look for support on this rising channel as you move up. Parabolic trend intact. Parabolic. Actually, I think it's completely intact. Hold on. Hold on. No, not completely intact. We did break outside of it. But as you can see, we're trying to break back into it. So we had this parabolic trend going. And of course, we did break down out of it, but it looks like we're trying to get back in. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Anyways, moving along, AVAX. AVAX looks solid. We can actually extend this down now. So now it just looks like a nice rising channel that we were in. Tried breaking out, tried holding above, couldn't, came down, testing the bottom. Now we're breaking out once again. Now AVAX is set to move up to $31. AVAX is set for very good things. Very good things. I'm liking AVAX at this level. I'm liking it. As long as we can hold up there for a day, that'd be great. Would I take a long at this moment? No. No, not at all. Things that I would be more interested in taking a long on are things that are currently moving and or not severely overbought on the 4 hour. So we can see KDA. We had these two wonderful patterns in one. KDA Cadena also is above your points of interest here. It is broken out of your major falling wedge. So this is actually good. 21% upside is possible out of KDA Cadena. However, There's not much trading in here, so you could end up seeing a move nearly 100%. $2.22. Give it some time. As long as the market stays this bullish, we'll see it. We shall see it. Anybody who is accumulating down here or anywhere along the supply line, I'm sure you're not disappointed right now. Look at FTM. FTM currently, actually, as I was talking about, moving up. I was looking at this right before I started stream. Measured move of the falling wedge is actually 33%. You've had a good start to your move. Your 4-hour is getting into that overbought territory. However, not much stopping it from making the rest of this move. 15% more upside could be happening. Not bad out of FTM Phantom. Now looking at Algorand. Sorry, we're just kind of flying through it. Algorand broke out of its downtrend. This is actually a very real level of resistance because if Algorand breaks 28 cents, we are looking to jump up to 45.96, which from where you're sitting, that's 65% upside. That's absolutely insane. When we get the alts to start running, these are the types of gains we should be looking for. Taking a look at Atom. Atom's sitting in a very interesting spot. You know, it's a nice little pocket based off the highs back here. Currently utilizing it as support. We broke through, we back tested, came down, almost back tested again, showing some strength. Would not surprise me to see it back up to $15 to $18. Would not surprise me at all. Now, this one I'm actually going to do a little TA because the 4-hour has way more room to run than other coins we have looked at so far. So, let's go ahead and check out the pattern we are in. Let's see what our support level is. I need to change this to red. I don't like that. Also make it smaller. There we go. That looks better. That looks way better. Okay. So then we started falling down sharply. So it's a very scruffy looking falling wedge. Very scruffy looking. However, you can see we broke out, tried back testing, and broke through the measured move we're looking to get up to. That was a 12% move. Go figure. 13% upside. We're almost there. We're almost there. So we're looking to consolidate a little bit. Another 4% possible. But I would be looking to test that $15.79. We'll see how it goes from there. Now, another way we could draw this. Another way we could draw this is we have a supply line situation that we broke down from. We could actually be coming up to back test it as well. That could be the resistance that we run into. So keep that in mind when making this trade. Overhead resistance is literally right overhead. Alright, Dogecoin completely disrespected the bear flag. Completely disrespected it. Wow. That is the strength of this market. So, we do have this symmetrical triangle here. Could break up, could break down. Looks like we're going up. Upon a breakout and back test, you're looking at 53% possible upside for the Doge doggy coin. Shiba Inu trying to get back up to that 15,195. We do have some resistance right overhead. Right overhead. But let's get rid of some of these drawings. Let's get rid of that. Let's drop this down. Drop that down. Pull this up. Hello? Something kind of like that. Yep, that's where we had it. So we were in this nice... I mean, we could argue it is a bull flag. Could argue it. Oh boy. We got the pole here. There we go. Shiba Inu. That's more or less what we're looking for. That looks a lot better. That looks realistic. That looks like 19% possible upside could happen. That looks pretty shiny, fresh, and clean. I like it. Ooh. Did we find a winner? No, we didn't. Nope, we did not find a winner. What a shame. SNX. All right, so SNX. Interesting thoughts here. Interesting thoughts. You can see we did have this level that posed as a resistance. We're going to put this up. For those of you looking to trade a range, this is what I normally do. Put in the mark right there. I would be looking for a back test and hold of this level. Let's get rid of this trend line here. Okay. So this was a point of interest. We kept wicking, bullshit nonsense. Kept holding it as resistance, holding it as resistance, and then when we broke above, support. We held it as support. So this is a point of interest for me. I would like to see the price come down here. This would be the area in which I would be looking at the charts, seeing what's to come. Bitcoin continues its ascent. Wow, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Noted, it is above resistance, so also that. Also that. All right, let's check out Chili's. Chili's broken out. Chili's. I mean, I don't know what's stopping you. I don't know what's stopping you. You're above all of your moving averages on the 4 hour. You could see Chili's 14% upside. You could see it. That's interesting. That's interesting to me. That is very interesting. Your 1 hour wants to try and push up a little bit. Oof. You're still in overbought territory. We're going to see how the evening goes. I don't trust a lot of evening movement unless the coin is known for moving in the evening. Bitcoin's on the rise. Bitcoin's doing its thing. Doing its thing. All right. So Chili's looks a bit scuffed. I would much rather see it come down and test at least this. You're like right above it. I'd say a little lower, right there. Test that level, hold it for a while, make sure you don't fall below it, and then get a move on to the upside. That's what I would like to see. Yeah. Anyways, OP, you're pretty much there. Full measured move, about to finish off. Not much stopping it from getting to that $2.97. If you're trying to short right here, good luck, because it's probably going to get up here, possibly even break a little above. I have an alert set for when it breaks above because you're sitting around all-time highs. If you can hold above this level, you're sitting in a good spot. OP. All right, we got curve. We got lines going everywhere. Holy, what did I do here? What did I do here? What are we doing here, dog? Oh, that's what we're doing here. We're out here trying to paint some green. So we can see we are back into this. Wow, this is awesome. Curve. You fell out. You fell from grace, but you're right back in it. I would love to see one more test of this lower trend line before you tried taking off for 24% gains. 24% gains upon a breakout and successful backtest. Curve. I like it. I like it a lot. That looks great. Not even overbought on the daily. This could happen tomorrow. Wow. Could even have a stop loss right below this resistance. Oh man. Looking good. Yeah, that looks good. Like it. Filecoin currently has broken out. Wow. Filecoin actually has a really big move on the daily. Holy. Your daily time frame. This is a giant flag. Look at Filecoin. We could see it trading up here at $8 once again. You just need to break resistance at 639. That's all you got to do. Get above resistance. You're above the 200 simple moving average on the daily. Your 4 hours completely overcooked. Going to want to wait to see where you pull back to. Considering you just broke out of a pattern, you might backtest this level down here at $5.09. That would be an absolutely phenomenal entry in my eyes. But you know, Max Payne might be up, not down. We shall see. Uniswap. Uniswap currently trying to break resistance, still in that overbought territory on the 4 hour. You want to see a little consolidation before you start going. Uniswap looking solid. Looking solid. V-Chain. V-Chain. V-Chain about to try and do some things. V-Chain about to try and talk dirty to us. V-Chain out here trying to give you a look at what 67% gains looks like. Give it some time. Give it some time. FET. Wait, are you on the upside or down? Downside. FET. Downside opportunity here. Looking for that back test. If you get a successful back test, that would be the point you jump in. FET. We just had the alert go off. Gotta look at it. Gotta look at it. Could not hit your measured move from that previous flag. However, now you are using that as strong resistance. First area you would want to backtest is 45 cents. Second area would be a full backtest of this falling wedge pattern, which aka happens to be a bull flag. Now, upon successful backtest, that is where you would look to enter FET. FET. The champion. Wanting to give out 87% upside. That's massive. Looks like the market's finally starting to take a sip of water. That's great. Rose. This one you need to keep on the radar. We have that new 4-hour candle painting. This one, look at this giant bearish pattern. Absolutely bearish. I have an alert up here because the market's been acting a little weird. I don't know if it's going to actually drop, but this would be the great one to try and short. Simply being, you have triple bearish divergence on the 4-hour. You have bearish divergence on the daily. You also happen to have bearish divergence on the 1-hour. Bearish divergence literally everywhere. So, Rose, if this thing decides to break to the upside, that is why I have this alert up here. It is going to fly. It's just going to fly straight up to 11.99. Every indicator is saying it's going down, so anyone who's going to get burned by it going up, you'll see a massive short squeeze, because this is just prime pickings for shorting. Prime pickings. All the indicators say you're going down. All of them. Every single one of them. But this one's just saying, nah, we might not. Been very resilient. Oasis Network. First area you're looking for a little support is down here at 7724. You use it as support once. You could see a double bottom action before you actually wreck every short out there. But it does look very bearish to me. Very, very bearish. I mean, you can even see a rising wedge pattern in a rising wedge pattern. Dark days. You also broke out of it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Right there. Rising wedge on top of a rising wedge. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. So you gotta reset, regain, and try and invalidate it. It's gonna take a little time. A little time. Immutable X. I'm looking for a back test at $1.14. That would be absolutely amazing if we get it. Since we have that new 4-hour candle, I do believe the pullbacks are going to start happening, which is awesome. But I could be completely wrong. Do not take this as financial advice. Mutable X, you could see a 5% drawdown. Could. Not saying it will happen. I'm saying it could. Because, you know, you go down to a 15-minute and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, it looks completely different. So, don't shoot the messenger. All I'm doing is reading a chart. I need to take a look at Axie. Axie. So Axie, I do have an alert down here right under what I believe should be used as support. Simply because you did break above this level that was holding you down before. So, if you don't hold that level and then take off, well, time to start shorting this, buddy. Because you would be looking for $10.10 again. That's what you'd be looking for. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's starting to cool off a little bit, which is nice. Which means we might see a lot of these tokens start falling overnight. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's kind of hot. It's kind of hot. This is also why we were on the 4-hour looking for things that might not be overbought. Like H-bar. Like H-bar. A little surprised on how H-bar looks. When in doubt, zoom it out. So H-bar is trying to get up to 10 cents once again. I need to redraw all of the... Good God. How do I... I leave too many drawings up here. Oh no. It was all bad. All bad, man. All bad, man. Okay, it's a good thing we did that because we have this pattern right here. H-bar. Oh boy. That was a sneeze and a half, I'll tell you. That was a sneeze and a half. So H-bar, you're looking to actually backtest using this as support. 8737 is where I would believe you'd find a little bit of support. How very neat. Ooh, if you broke all the way inside, though, that would be... I mean, technically it'd be a little better. Break inside, come down here, and then take off. That'd be a little better in my eyes, but... I don't think that you're going to get that. Flow, breakout watch. Flow on breakout watch. You want to hold above $1.16. On flow, you have broken above it, but you do have this downward resistance. It's holding you back. It's holding you down. There we go. As soon as you can break above that, you will quickly see $1.37 out of flow. Not too shabby, flow. You know, Cello likes to do some weird things at night, and it has the room on the relative strength index. So Cello's an interesting one. You did break out of this pattern. Your target is actually up here at $1.15. Did I not draw anything else? I did not draw anything else. Okay, let's check out Cello in a little deeper... I think I'm on the wrong chart. Need more data. What is this? We need more data. Wow. Cello. Low. Very, very low. Extremely low. Holy. Don't be surprised if you see Cello do some weird stuff. Oh, wow. This is the weekly chart. Just give me a second here. Just give me a second here. Cello on the weekly broke out of this falling channel. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, let's go down to the daily. Actually, I probably should. Okay, that. Okay, you're currently fighting against major overhead resistance. That's what's happening. Got it. Got it. Holy crap. This thing is low. Alright, so your measured moves to get 66% upside. However, if you do break this level of resistance, I would be looking for simple $1.10 range, which, as of this moment, 34% upside. With unbelievable amounts of room to run to the upside, not to mention flatline reset, hidden bullish divergence? Cello? Oh my goodness. Gonna get a golden cross on the daily in the near future? Okay. Cello? We all see you. We all see you. If you're gonna take this trade, area of concern, let's find it. Let's find it. Where would you want to hold above? This is how we strategize a stop loss. Right about here. Right there. That's where I would strategize my stop loss. You can see resistance. Resistance. You broke above. You hit it as support. Let's zoom on in. Hit it as support before you broke it. Then utilize it as resistance right away. Utilize as support. Support. And then resistance. Try to break above. Support. Support. You get it. You understand. You see it. So if you were strategizing a stop loss, you would be below 75.8, and your profit taking level would actually be $1.10. Cello. I've never even thought about trading Cello. Never really thought about it. On your 1 hour, it's trying to give you a little bit of room to breathe. You're not quite in a flag. You're in ascending consolidation. Your 1 hour is indicating you want to stay above 78.5. 785. So if you do, yep, 785. 785 checks out. Right here. So if you do manage to come down and backtest as support, I'm going to set an alert right there because that is where I personally would love to get in. To see a bounce and then another test, possible breakout to the upside. That is what I would like to see. I would love it. Ooh, Axie. Let's see if we can maintain this level. If we cannot, gonna be running into some dark times. Dark times. We're gonna be asking for a nightlight. Well, X, we already figured that out. Seller did not. What is that? The wick. Holy. That's wild. Let's get off the 1 hour. Let's go back to the 4 hour. See what we're looking at. Ugh. Gross. That's disgusting. I don't like it. I don't like it. Well, this is the level you want to stay above. This is your current supply line. Right there. So if you do come down and touch it, you would also be backtesting the 2061 level, which I'm okay with. Because then you could possibly, very possibly, see a rise of 32%. That looks good. We'll see if we get it. Noted, your first area you could find a bounce. It's oddly enough, it's 2252. Okay. Okay. We're going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see. I kind of want to check in on Rose. If I can find it. Rose, what are you? Rose, are you still on the Titanic? Rose, there you are, Rose. Rose just doesn't want to give up. Just doesn't want to. What a shame. Not a shame, actually. It's pretty solid. I'm very interested to see if it's going to hold this or actually backtest the supply line. If it does break to the downside, you have another supply line below you. That's this green line. Great spot to get in. Considering we're going into the evening, I more or less believe the pullback is going to happen. But with your 1 hour resetting the stochastic that quickly, I don't know. I don't know. You could see this thing spike up. API 3. You just re-broke out. Interested to know what happens here? 226 could be in your cards. Only thing I dislike is how overextended the 4 hour is. Got a little broadening wedge action happening, or we just start it from here. Maybe it's a little uptrending channel. It's a broadening wedge. It's a broadening wedge. More broad than the side of the barn. Oh. Alrighty, well, we've been staring at all the charts for the past half hour. So I'm going to hop on off of here. Hopefully your guys' trades are going well. Hopefully you got your stop losses tight. And yeah, good luck in all the trades. Hopefully we continue this pump. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Take it easy. I'm out of here. Goodbye.